Alright Whites, settle in because what I'm about to tell you is going to send Elland Road into absolute chaos. We're talking about 3 massive transfer stories that have just dropped, and trust me, you're going to want to grab your seat for this one. We're back in the Premier League, we've got £120 million burning a hole in our pocket, and Daniel Farke is about to go on the shopping spree of a lifetime. But here's the thing. We're not just talking about any old signings here, we're talking about a Brazilian wizard who's been tearing up Europe, a striker who's basically telling his current club, see you later, and a versatile forward that could be the steal of the century. The transfer window has officially opened and the Whites are ready to make some serious noise. We've learned our lesson from last time we were in the Premier League. No more messing about, no more playing it safe. This time, we're going all in. But before we dive into these absolute bombshells, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell because you do not want to miss what's coming next. The Whites are about to make moves that will have the entire football world talking, and here's the kicker. One of these potential signings has already given Leeds the green light, another is practically packing his bags, and the third could be wrapped up for an absolute bargain. Stick around because this first story is going to blow your mind. Right then Whites, here we go with the first bombshell, and it's a proper beauty, Igor Paixão. Remember that name because this Brazilian magician is about to become your new obsession. This lad has been absolutely destroying defenses in the Eredivisie for Feyenoord. And when I say destroying, I mean obliterating. We're talking 37 goal contributions this season. 37. That's 16 goals and 10 assists in just 34 appearances. The kid's been playing like he's possessed. But here's where it gets juicy for us Whites. Sources close to the player are saying he's open to a move to Elland Road. That's right. This Brazilian wizard who's been lighting up European football wants to pull on the famous white shirt and show the Premier League what he's all about. Now, Feyenoord aren't stupid. They know what they've got, and they're asking for £33 million. Some of you might be thinking, bloody hell, that's a lot of money. But let me put this into perspective for you. We've just got £120 million in investment, and we're talking about a 24-year-old who's in his absolute prime. This isn't some gamble on potential, this is buying proven quality. And here's the beautiful thing. Paixão has already extended his contract until 2029, which shows Feyenoord rate him massively. But he's still willing to consider use. That tells you everything you need to know about how much he wants to test himself in the Premier League with the Whites. Remember Rafinha? Remember how that Brazilian magic felt at Elland Road? Well, Paixão could be our next Brazilian superstar, and the fact that he's interested in joining our project shows just how far we've come. But hold on to your hats, Whites, because this Brazilian story is just the beginning. Wait until you hear about the striker who's basically ready to pack his bags and leave his current club. Now this is where things get really interesting Whites. Meet Nikola Krstovic, the Lecce striker who's just dropped the most obvious hint in football history that he wants out. This lad has just come out and said, and I quote, "I am closer to leaving the club." I mean, could he be any more clear? He might as well have held up a "get me out of here" sign. The 25-year-old Montenegro international has been keeping Lecce in Serie A almost single-handedly with 11 goals and 5 assists, and now he's ready for the next step in his career. But here's where it gets mental for us Whites. We're not just competing with some random clubs here. We're talking about Inter Milan, Roma and Napoli all being interested. That's right, some of the biggest clubs in Italy want this man. But guess what? We're Leeds United, we're back in the Premier League, and we've got something they don't, the most passionate fan base in world football. Krstovic is exactly what Daniel Farke needs to solve our striker situation. Patrick Bamford looks like he's on his way out, Joel Pirro needs competition, and this Serbian beast could be the perfect addition to our attacking lineup. At 25, he's hitting his peak years, he's proven in a competitive league, and he's hungry for a new challenge. The timing couldn't be more perfect either. He's just finished his international duties with Montenegro, and he's about to sit down with his people to decide his future. This is our moment, Whites. This is when Farke and the board need to pick up the phone and show Krstovic exactly why Elland Road is where dreams come true. Think about it. A striker who's desperate to leave, proven goal-scoring ability in Serie A, and the perfect age profile for what we need. This isn't just a signing, this is a statement. We're not here to make up the numbers in the Premier League, we're here to compete. But wait, there's more. Because while we're talking about strikers and wingers, there's another forward who could be the bargain of the century. Right Whites, if the first 2 stories got your heart racing, this third one is going to send you absolutely mental. We're talking about Christantus Uche, the 22-year-old Nigerian forward who plays for Getafe, and here's the kicker. We could sign him for just 0.8 million. Now, before you think, who the hell is this kid? Let me tell you something. Chelsea wanted him in January. Chelsea. When the Blues are sniffing around a player, you know he's got something special, but they missed their chance and now it's our time to pounce. Uche has got a release clause of £21 million, but here's where it gets beautiful. Getafe are willing to let him go for less. We're talking 16.8 million for a 22-year-old who can play anywhere across the front line. Winger, attacking midfielder, striker. This kid is the Swiss Army knife of football. And get this, Whites, we're not just competing with championship clubs here. Brentford and Wolves are both interested, plus Atletico Madrid from Spain. But here's why we're going to win this race. We're Leeds United, we're back where we belong, and we can offer this young man something the others can't, the chance to be part of something special. Think about the versatility this signing would give Daniel Farke. Having problems on the wing? Stick Uche out wide. Need creativity in the middle? He can play as a 10. Want a different option up front? He can lead the line. For £16.8 million in today's market, this could be the steal of the century. The fact that Atletico Madrid are interested should tell you everything about his quality. But a move to England opens up more opportunities for the lad. And where better to develop than at Elland Road, surrounded by the most passionate fans in football? This is what smart recruitment looks like, Whites. While other clubs are spending £50–60 million on one player, we could potentially get Paichau, Krstovic and Uche for around the same money. That's not just good business, that's genius business. So there you have it, Whites. 3 transfer bombshells that could completely transform our Premier League campaign before it even begins. Igor Paichau ready to bring Brazilian magic back to Elland Road, Nikola Krstovic practically begging for a move away from Lecce, and Christantus Uche available for what could be the bargain of the summer. This isn't just about buying players, this is about making a statement. We're not coming back to the Premier League to make up the numbers, we're coming back to compete, to excite, and to show everyone that Leeds United means business. Daniel Farke knows exactly what happened to the last 6 promoted teams. They all went straight back down, but we're not going to be another statistic. With signings like these, we're building a squad that can not just survive in the Premier League, but thrive. So Whites, make sure you're following all these stories because the next few weeks are going to be mental. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which of these 3 signings excites you the most? Are you Team Paichau, Team Krstovic, or Team Uche? Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because when these deals start getting done, you'll want to be the first to know. We are Leeds United, we're back where we belong, and we're about to remind the football world exactly why they should never count out the Whites, marching on together. What do you think, Whites? Are these the signings that will keep us in the Premier League? Let me know in the comments below.